Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praises and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash.
Give honors to the apostles of Jim, Master Ruel, and Shalom to the faithful men that's always continue doing the work of the Lord. Alright, so now Lord willing, Jim must Columbus, Ohio. We're about to go into a quick class. Because last class we spoke about when trucks stop, America stop. You know, a lot of, when the trucks stop, it's going to be over for these people. Food ain't going to be delivered, medicine, different resources, toilet paper, all these different things. All right? And we made that example. We showed the different scriptures, how every time something, shit hit the fan, righteous men and women, what do? We fled to the wilderness. In different occasions, like in Exodus, Maccabees, Book of Acts, so on and so forth. So little women, it's gonna be the same thing this time. We're gonna have to live off the earth, and we got to depend on Yahweh B'Shnei Shai and the things that He created, instead of going to Esau, because Esau wants to micro hip us. So little women, really, we gotta go back to our ancient culture, our forefathers. They knew how to survive off the earth. They knew different herbs and plants. So little women, we're gonna go into that today, just different herbs and natural things you can eat and stuff like that. All right. But okay. This one.
What's up?
Okay, you got it.
You want? All right. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 11. All good things together came to me with her, and innumerable riches in her hands.
Right. It's talking about wisdom, because this wisdom that the Lord gave us ain't just wisdom in scriptures. Okay, I know this scripture, I know that scripture. The Lord teaches you every fucking thing. Nothing is left out. You know what I'm saying? So we got to really take hold of that advantage, But you got it.
Verse 12, and I rejoiced in them all because wisdom goeth before them, and I knew not. I learned diligently and do communicate.
So it's like you missed the part. The 12, that second ending.
Oh, I'm sorry. And I rejoiced in them all because wisdom goeth before them, and I knew not that she was the mother of them.
Mm-hmm.
I learned diligently and do communicate her liberally. I do not hide her riches.
Right, that's what the apostles taught us to study and really get into going to health, learn your body, learn what is good for your body, what's not for your body, all these different things, herbs, all that. You see? You got it.
Verse 14, for she is a treasure unto men that never faileth, which they that use become the friends of the Most High, being commended for the gifts that come from learning.
Beautiful. You got it.
The Most High hath granted, I can't see that. The Most High hath granted me to speak as I would and to conceive as I meet for the things that are given me, because it is He that leadeth unto wisdom and directeth the wise.
Right, so 1:44 right now, 1:44 p.m. But the Lord, He gotta give you this wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You can't just kid it yourself. You gotta first and foremost, you gotta start with the foundation. All right, which is understanding Yahweh Shai, knowing the name, and then the Lord gonna open you up to more and more things. He's gonna direct you, but you got it.
It's that's about having faith, man. The Lord's gonna reveal more things to you. The more and more faith and building you get, man. That's why it's about edifying and building up the church, man. All right. It says, verse 16, for in His hand are both we and our words, are wisdom also, and knowledge of workmanship. For He hath given me certain knowledge of things that are namely to know how. The world was made in the operation of the elements.
Right, because we go into Genesis, He showed us how the world was began, in the beginning, we know all these different things through the Spirit. You got it.
The beginning, ending, and midst of the times, the alterations of the turning of the sun and the change of seasons.
Right, we learning new moons. I was in the world, I didn't know what the fuck a new moon was and all these, but now we gotta know those things because the Sabbath, for the Sabbath's sake. Because, the moon tell times and, that's how we know, okay, we in this month and month ended, the next month, all that. You see? But you got it.
Verse 19, the circles of years and the positions of stars, the natures of living creatures and the furies of wild beasts, the violence of winds and the reasonings of men, the diversities of plants and the virtues of roots.
Right, you see that right there? He said, so this is what we should learn, the diversity of plants, and the virtues of roots. You know, the Lord didn't just create. It's fucking numerous of them. The Lord didn't just create them just to be in the forest and you just depend on Esau all the goddamn time.
Yeah, he didn't create roses for us to give. He didn't create roses for us to give bitches on Valentine's Day,
Right.
which I just learned. I didn't know you could eat roses. That's the spirit, you know. You know,
Yep.
They ain't supposed to like, and it's beautiful. The roses are beautiful. It's, you know, but the Lord created for, you know, other reasons, and just to give a sitch.
Mm-hmm.
It says, verse 21, and all such things are either secret or manifest, them I know.
You can stop there. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the main point. You know, so Lord willing, like I said, this video is going to be going into plants and roots and all these different things. And somebody on Google just have this on hold. Matter of fact, you can read it now. Just type in like different wild herbs that we can eat, or different plants, or you know, in the wild. You know, just read the list a little bit.
What, like what we just had?
Yeah.
I wrote them down.
Yeah, read it all.
Read it?
Yeah, just so, you know, give different examples. You know what I'm saying?
All right, these are edible plants. All right, you know that pretty much we walk by every day. You know, in some regard, depending on the region, you know, where you live, etc. First, I got clovers. All right. Next, I have daisies. All right, daisies is a common plant that we see a lot. You know, dandelion. You know, we see that all the time.
Yeah.
You know, what is it? Coyote melon. It's in the melon family, so to speak. Watermelon. You know, morels, purslane, roses. Like the brother was going into, roses are edible, and I think they said the pit of the roses are edible as well. Wild grapes.
Yeah.
Lotus.
Real quick too, and also these different herbs. Not only you can eat them, you can also use them for medicine, and you know, the shit you might not know. The shit hit the fan, whatever. Your son might be hurt and shit, and you gotta put a little joint on his leg just to heal him up, or he's sick.
Yeah.
You make some fucking tea. You know what I mean?
Because they was going into a lot of these plants have anti-inflammatory properties. You know, they're antibiotics. That's what is antibiotics. You know,
right? It's
a medicine that fights off of bacteria, you know, from within. Lotus flower, cone flower, cattail, those big fluffy plants. I don't know if they've ever seen a video of people eating cattail and just like it puff out and all that. Kudzu, and you know, some brothers may know these other herbs or plants that grow, you know, further down south. You know, like I said, it's a regional thing as well. Aloe vera, amaranth, wild berries, prickly cactus, milk thistle, steam needle, wild leeks, pine trees. I know we get pine trees here in Ohio. You know the pine and the tree. Yeah. All right. Sunflower. You know, sunflower. I think they grow out here too. Sunflowers, acorns. You know, fiddler, herb, wild garlic, and mulberry. And you can distinct wild garlic and onion by the smell. And we all know what onions and garlic smells like. And that's 25 listed out.
You know what I'm saying? So Lord willing, yeah, it's good to learn all that. Cause hey, why do you think Esau he wants us in the house and with the AI goggles? Which, you know, ain't nothing wrong with Jake. I watch TV. I love watching TV. You know, I ain't saying, you know, just go off grid, but you can't get too used to it. You know, we gotta learn still things of the earth, and because Esau wants us to be like this, so when the shit hit the fan and there's no answers, he wants us to run to him so we can get that C hit. Yeah, you know.
That's right. Esau wants to keep Jake on edge. He wanted to keep Esau at an upper an advantage.
Yeah.
That's why he got the kids that got the guns, they out there foraging, out hunting and shit. Jake is in the crib, you know, in Genesis. Yeah. Jake in the joint chilling, drinking Henny, got a little shorty with him, watching TV. That's what Esau wants, man. Because that's in our spirit anyway, but the spirit is changing through, you know, spirit poverty, how about Shema Shai, that we got to go out there and start looking at going foraging, walking, hiking, getting our spirits built up, and also our bodies built up for what's about to come.
Right, because like you said, you know, of course, you know, like we said Jacob, he blew up the tents, you know, he was a plain man, but you know, going all the way back to Adam, you know, the ground was cursed. Like you said, by the sweat of thy brow thou shalt live, because you know then you know the earth produced fruits in abundance. You know, you didn't have to toil and labor. You didn't have to go and till the ground and plant seed and you know wait. You know what I'm saying? Season for season, gather fruit, etc. You know, it was just abundant. But now that we're under this curse, so to speak. You know, as a whole, as humanity, we have to tap into these things and toil. Shit, when you go into Genesis the 5th chapter, that was what it was going into, the lineage of Seth. You know, Enoch, so down, Jared, Methuselah. You know, because they looked at Noah like he was going to be, pretty much the one that was going to be the rest for them to stop having to toil. You know what I'm saying? And work. For their goods.
You see, you got precepts?
Nah, you good.
All right, come
get to it.
You somebody get that Genesis 1-29, and then after that we get Psalms 104 and 14.
Genesis chapter 1 verse 29. It says, and the Most High said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all of the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat.
Right, so meat. So the Lord said, I made these things for you to eat, man. But Jake, you can't get too used to eating all these fast food bullshit. I'm
Lays.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, hey, like the apostles, they pushing our vibration. Eat something bitter. Eat some drink some tea and shit.
That's the spirit, because even after this we couldn't eat leaven. To the best of our abilities, of course. Jake, I started eating chips and shit at work. I'm like, man, that shit nasty. I can't even. I even had bread. I still haven't eaten bread. I don't think. But the chips and stuff, like the fast food, you go at the gas station when you at work, when you time crunch. Like those things are kind of starting to get a little more bitter. Not bitter, but I don't want that shit no more, man. It says, verse 30, and to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat, and it was so.
And we just watched that video going into the different plants we can eat, and they said when you go and gather these different plants and herbs and shit, it's a good idea to leave some too for the animals, because that's for them too. You can't take all. That's the spirit. Even in the time of Exodus, the Lord, when the manna from heaven, the Lord said, "Don't take too damn much." But niggas want to be too greedy. That's why even when you go out here, leave some for so they can grow back and for animals to eat too. You know what I'm saying? We're willing. But somebody got that Psalms 104, 14. You know what I'm saying? Cause then also too, cause it's gonna go into also the trees. You gotta learn that too. The different sap. You know what I mean? Different benefits and all that. But you got it.
Psalms chapter 104 verse 14. I feel like Apostle Ronald right now, early 2000. I'm joking. He was getting the precept. Psalms 104, 14. He causeth the grass to grow for the cattle, and herb for the service of men, that he may bring forth food out of the earth.
Right, real quick. Before you continue, could somebody get that one in Sirach 30? I think it's 38, where he says, yep. So you gotta use it for our service. Like I said, you can use it for medicine, for food, for other shit too. Even like hemp. You can that shit strong as fuck. I heard they can make like rope out of that shit. Make hemp oil. It's all kind of things you can do with different plants.
Silk, tree bark. You can make ropes out of tree.
You got it.
Yeah. Sirach 38. At the top it says, honor a physician with the honor due unto him, for the uses which ye may have of him. For Yahweh have created him. For the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor.
But look at Esau though. Look at Esau's what they call it, the hospitals. Then you got the pharmacies, where you go into that word pharmacy, it goes into witchcraft, like pharmakia in the Greek. He don't want you to go to the physician that deals with herbs. He wants you to go with his pills, and you got the side effects. Talking about it gives you suicidal thoughts and
perk 30s.
You know what I'm saying? Like what the hell? Like that's not so with the earth. But you got it.
It says, for the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. skilled physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration. It says Yahweh hath created medicines out of the earth. He that is wise will not abhor them.
And this is a I don't know if that dude's name. He was a Stoic. He said, "Let your food be your medicine be your food." Roughly paraphrasing. You know, that's the same thing the scripture says. You know, this things that you eat really should be medicine to you. It should build your body up.
Right. Nourish you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Hey man, like the brother was going into all that gas station fuck shit. Get that shit out your diet, man. Chips and Lays and Fruity Pebbles and shit, that shit's off. Hey, the Apostle Rakan made an order that no brother in GMS should be eating processed foods, man. With balance, of course. You know? But fuck that shit. That shit is, like I said, it's a spiritual warfare being waged against the prophets of the Lord, the Israelites as a whole. And we having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding are to gain, or be put on another level, man. And go glory from glory, man. We getting out of that shit to the best of our ability. Of course, like the scripture saying in Ezekiel, that our bread be defiled. But fuck that. All right?
Yeah,
it's inevitable. Everything's tainted, but we got to do better. The best we can do.
Right.
That's right.
Rehearse the righteous acts.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I got some more. It says, was not the water made sweet with wood, and the virtue thereof might be known? And he have given men skill. You see, you got brothers who went to the herbs, man. You know, look all that stuff up, man. And if you need help, ask brothers. There's brothers all around the country in GMS who deal with the herbs. Know certain medicinal properties that come with these different roots, these bitters, man. Drink some bitter fucking tea, man. And don't add no fucking honey.
No sweetener.
I mean, you know, honey, you know, you can have honey. Honey's a good, you know, nutritional thing to eat, a good sweet to eat. You know, but hey, man, learn how to eat them bitters, man. You know, like I tell Jake here, like, hey, Jake wants some tea, it's gonna be bitter. No honey, no syrup. Take it, man. It cleanses your blood. You know, it suppresses your appetite. Because Esau got all these chemicals and shit in the food that want you to just constantly eat and shit.
And guess where we're at, man. The reason, the dude said, I like romaine lettuce. I don't like bitters. It's nasty. It's icky or some shit. Hey, man, but guess what American means? It means bitter. Elder Yasharamba broke that. I know Elder Apostles broke the word down, but it means bitter. American means bitter. So you got to eat the bitter herbs to understand where you're in a fucking bitter mind state, man. This place is bitter. You know? So you got to kind of keep yourself on edge to eat these so-called icky foods, man, to keep you humble.
Yeah, and it's good, man. I like it. I like bitter. You know? Make you feel like a fucking man after, you know what I'm saying? You all soft on Kool-Aid and shit. Jake shouldn't be drinking on fucking Kool-Aid, man. We grew up drinking all that nasty shit, that poison, fucking Red 40 and all. Man, bro, this is how we grew up, man. But through our apostles and the elders, bro, we have been through Yahweh Bahashim outside, man. We were learning how to be real men, how to get out of that weak, effeminate spirit. Yeah, it's gonna take time, man, but hey, get out of that shit. Jake shouldn't be doing certain shit. Hey, the Elder Murph from Chicago, he made a video that brother should watch called Respect Yourself, Prophet. You know? We gotta take account of who we dealing with as far as women, what we putting in our bodies, how we moving day to day. Alright, and not try to use the curses or, you know, the Lord chastisement as an excuse to be in this low ass spirit all the time. Fuck that. You got Jake really dealing with shit, man. And they ain't complaining. Hey, the elder bro who just passed away. He was dealing with some heavy shit, but he was pushing? He was pushing health. Us being the temple of the Lord. And he tried his best prior to him, departing. But he put forth that effort, man. And that's what because you're going to have Jacob who still may perish. Because at the end of the day, Deuteronomy 32:39, the Lord heals and makes, wounds. You know? So that's what it's really going to boil down to. But hey, you put forth your effort, man. You know? I got some more in this. It says, Sirach 38, in 6 it says, he have given men skill that he might be honored in his marvelous works.
Hey, real quick, what's that? I don't gotta get it, but it says, I think it's the Wisdom of Solomon too. It says, wisdom raineth down skill. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gonna teach you about herbs. He gonna teach you how to fucking fight. King David said that, man. We gotta be like our forefathers, man. With Psalms 144, it says, "Bless the Lord that teach my hands to fight, man, and my fingers to war." Huh?
Said Malcolm.
Come, yep. You know.
So fight. He Malcolm. Malcolm was fight. You know. It reads 7. With such doeth he heal men, and taketh away their pains. It says, of such doeth the apothecary make a confection.
Man, it's like, real quick, I remember one day, it was years ago, man. I ate some fucking, it was like some fish dinner. It was like some generic shit you get from like, the hood, whatever. And that shit fucked my
Some
stomach
swai
up.
or some shit, some tilapia, some bullshit.
My stomach was hurting and shit. And I looked it up, like how you get your stomach, and they said, eat some coconut oil. And I remember I had like a little jar and shit. And I had like a spoonful of that bitch. And that shit like damn near instantly, like, it felt better. Like it healed me. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you gotta know these different things, you see?
Right, and like I said, ain't nothing wrong with, here and there, you appease your flesh, so to speak. But it's all about moderation and balance.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a day you want, hey man, I want a fucking burger, or I want to, with balance, like I said. Hey, but cook you a good burger. Get you some bison meat. Cook it up. Some good brioche buns. Get some good quality food, man.
Yeah.
Don't go to fucking Burger King and get a Whopper, or Five Guys and get the triple slammer or some shit.
Jake funny as shit.
No, it's real, man, because that's how Jake was, man.
Yeah. It's convenient. That's why it's called convenience stores. And everything is not convenient. Oh, can I get a precept, please, if you don't mind? Expedient. Lawful, but not
everything
expedient.
is lawful, not expedient. Because it may be lawful. It may be lawful. It meets the requirement of the dietary law. But is it expedient?
Yeah, it meets the requirements of Leviticus 11th chapter.
Yeah.
But is it expedient because Jake might have gout and shit and high blood pressure and diabetes? You got that real quick. Yeah, Jake is diabetic and shit. You know what I mean?
It's 1 Corinthians 6 and 12.
That's the spirit.
All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any.
There is, man. It's not expedient sometimes to go to Riley's and get you a big Buford, man.
The King's Meat.
Oh yeah.
Daniel the first chapter, man. You know, big Buford.
And that's what's important too, to learn yourself and learn your body. Because certain things that other Jake can do, you cannot do for yourself.
Yeah.
You see?
Hell yeah.
Always pay attention to how you are and how you adapt to certain things too, because certain herbs might not work well for you. You see?
Yeah.
So always gauge and examine yourself as well.
Yeah.
I got a precept. It's like I got it. Sirach 37 and 26. It says, a wise man shall inherit glory among his people, and his name shall be perpetual. Yep, his reputation. My son, prove thy soul in thy life, and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it. For all things are not profitable for all men, neither have every soul pleasure in everything. Right, you got Sir Jakes, man, who can get away with eating fucking, Wendy's every day and not gain a pound.
Hey,
I don't know if I eat fucking Wendy's every day, I'm gonna blow up like a fucking, blow up fish. You know what I'm saying?
They said Elder Bishop Sakaran had a terrible diet. Apostle Tar said that, but he still like the brother, the bro said, your call said, it ain't expedient for everybody to eat Bufords all day.
Yeah. I got a slow metabolism. Elder Pete's metabolism way faster than mine. It says, be not unsatiable in any dainty thing. Can you just look at the word dainty, Baba Kusha? Because this all ties into it, man. The herbs, the health. You can't be, you know, always indulging, you know, in what you want, what your flesh want, because this flesh is wicked.
Yeah.
This flesh is corrupt, you know.
I mean, something good to eat.
Yup.
Small and pretty.
Oh,
Yeah.
women, little dainty thing, man, little pretty little thing, man. That's you can't overindulge in women too.
Yeah.
There's a balance in everything in life, bro. You can't just overindulge in food. Hell, medicinals.
Yeah.
Yan Shikar.
Even workout. You know, you can't work out too much because then it's the thing where it's overworking out because then you got to work out, but you got to give your muscles time to build themselves back up. You know what I mean? Because even yeah, never mind. I was gonna say something. Never mind. Okay. But yeah, you know, just balance. You know what I'm saying? And balance in everything. You know. But you got it.
It says, nor too greedy upon meats. Right, and that's another thing too. Like I've been practicing, you know, not eating meat every day. Go a week, 2 weeks just eating fruit. You know, because you gotta think then in the ancient world, meat wasn't it was accessible, but it wasn't expedient to be trying to chop up a lamb every day. Or a cattle every day. No, those were your workhorses, man. You needed them, you know what I'm saying, your cattle to, you know, help till the ground and, you know what I'm saying? You needed that oxen. You know what I'm saying? You needed your horse. I mean, of course they wouldn't eat no fucking horse, but you know, you needed these things to, you know, produce, you know, other necessities.
In the wilderness.
You know? Right. You needed those things to produce other necessities for your farm, you know, whatever. Because, you know, Jake grew up farming, you had sheep herders, Jake who tilled the ground, labored daily. It was no ifs, ands, or buts.
I got a quick precept for that. It's Proverbs 15 and 17. Better is a dinner of herbs where love is than a stalled ox and hatred therewith. So it's better to eat herbs sometimes than just have a big delectable meat, you know, meal.
Barbecue platter
Like,
and shit.
you know what I'm saying? Jake want to eat pork and big steak. It just America just got that
Overindulgence.
Yeah, living deliciously and shit. You know, sometimes hey, eat something bitter, eat something saltier. You know, like I think somebody brought up that point. Like different nations they eat, they put like fucking salt,
Spices.
Yeah, you know.
Iran do that. Asians do that.
Africans, Hamites.
Yeah, all that.
They put them spices in there because they help clean that colon out.
Yeah,
They
Yeah,
help
they
with
use a lot of
digestion.
curry and shit.
You know, learn how to intermittent fast, man. You gotta think, man. Jake could go 2-3 days eating with ease. Then, you know, learn how to fast as well. That's another big component. Fasting, giving your internal organs rest, your colon some rest. You know, it's always digesting these big ass meals. You know, but that's a miracle for you, man. That's why we trying to get out of that shit. We're not gonna be like Gorilla with fucking cherry colas in the front. You know, Jake on the trapeze with the cherry cola. He's sipping the cherry cola, man. The root beer. Taco Bell, man. You fucking kidding me? And like I said, it's all balanced because you got Jake who probably just can't afford to eat as clean, you know? But hey, put forth that effort, bro. Don't get that beer this week. Go get some raspberries, you know? Replace that beer money with some strawberries, you know? Little things, man.
And we talking to our fucking selves, man.
For sure.
For sure, man. You know?
Because we still figuring out, we young brothers, man. Man, the way Jake grew up, what? Pork chops, brats. Sauce, Bob Evans sausages. Egg, hot breakfast.
So you wake up
oatmeal,
Sunday morning with that bacon sizzling,
Yeah.
you smell it, you wake up and
Yeah.
happy and shit.
cream of wheat, cheese eggs, the American cheese. What else? Banquets. That's how Jake's diet was growing up, man. Then you wonder why your kids got ADHD, bipolar disorder, schizophrenic, because all that shit's playing with your hormones in your mind. Brain fog. Jake still suffer all that shit today from how Jake was raised and grew up eating, man. Verse 30, it says, "For excess of meats bringeth sickness, and surfeiting will turn into choler." Being sick. By surfeiting, many have perished. All right, living in excess, man. But he that taketh heed prolongeth his life, right? So, hey, take heed, man. This is a vibration being pushed in GMS. We get with our apostles on down.
Lord willing, you got
Yep, Psalms 104, Psalms 104, verse 15. And wine that maketh, I'm gonna go back to 14. Verse 14, he caused the grass to grow for the cattle and herb for the service of man, that he may bring forth food out of the earth, and wine that maketh glad the heart of man, and oil to make his face to shine, and bread which strengthens men's heart.
Yeah, ooh, Slocky, real quick.
Fire, man.
Fucking Vaseline and shit.
Petroleum oil, yeah, that
Petroleum,
shit
yeah.
blocks your fucking sensors and shit.
Yeah. That's why Jake make the oils, man. Get you some olive oil, get you some essential oil, or get you some frankincense and myrrh. Boil it up or let it sit for a few months, and use that as oil. I don't put none of that. Jake get the shea butters, the elders, and brothers make shea butters. Yeah, all that shit stopping your pores, and you got oily skin and
Acne.
Fucking cocoa butter, but it got like 30 ingredients, man. You know, Jake know that cocoa butter.
Hell yeah, that big bright brick, that big ass bottle. Hell yeah. Verse 16. Oh man, the trees of the Lord Yahweh are full of sap. The cedars of Lebanon which he hath planted.
Hey, them sap, you know what I'm saying? There's benefits too. You know, you can pull, learn how to pull it out of the tree and shit. Even trees, you can like cut it and take the bark off and then like cut it and you can like chew the motherfucker and it's like chewy and it's like they call it like beer jerky, tree jerky. You can chew on it a little bit, it's sweet until the sweetness go out and then you can spit it out because you can't eat too much of it because that'll fuck you up. But you know what I mean? But this is shit that we never learned in school,
Right, and that's where frankincense and myrrh come from. The saps. That's where frankincense and myrrh come from. It's a sap. They take it, they harvest it, let it dry, and then they ground it up. All that has medicinal properties. When you can use it as facial moisturizers and all that.
So now we're gonna get a couple more just examples of the herbs in the scriptures, and then Lord willing, I want to go to the end. I want to go to how the Lord, did feed us with, times where we did have absolutely no food, because you can't forget it, because we gotta learn both sides. You know what I'm saying? We can't just learn just spiritual things, because the scripture says, "Faith without works is dead." The Lord wants to see, okay, you're trying. He knows these things are coming, so we need to prepare. But it's gonna be times where we're gonna have absolutely shit. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord gonna have to do miracles and feed us. So let's just get a couple more about these herbs real quick. Let's get 2 Maccabees 5:27. And then after that, can we get 2 Ezra 9:23? Oh, whichever one, whoever gets one first.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying?
7 right here.
Come on.
2 9:23. It reads, "Nevertheless, if thou wilt cease yet 7 days more, but thou shalt not fast in them."
It's the angel speaking to Ezra because, he's giving them understanding, but you got it.
It says, "But go into a field of flowers where no house is built, and eat only the flowers of the field."
So he told them to go out pretty much to the, to the wilderness pretty much. Go out there, there's no houses around and shit. And he told him what? Eat the flowers, man. So that tells you that he knew what if he never learned that shit? He would have been through. I mean, of course, the angel could have broke it down to him, but that just shows you they knew the earth. You know what I'm saying? But you got it. Yeah, what's that scripture says in Job? Ask your forefathers, learn. Can somebody find that one? It's in Job. I don't know for a fact. It says like learn of your forefathers or the fathers. I forgot how it's worded, but you got it.
It reads. It says, "And eat only the flowers of the field, taste no flesh, drink no wine, but eat flowers only."
Right, because it might be times where we won't have no flesh. We might not have no meat. We won't be able to go to a restaurant or to a fast food. It's not everything that can be easy. We might be out there and just live off fucking herbs and plants and shit. And it's not going to taste as good. You might not have salt. You might not have fucking hot sauce and all that shit. But you're going to have to get used to it.
Hey, sorry, Elder. Hey, the Passover, the Feast of Unleavened Breads, that was the whole thing about, man. Because yeast, they got all these components that Esau put in your ingredients. You gotta abstain from it during the Feast of Unleavened Breads. So, like I said, Jake made a little fucking chicken joint. It wasn't too seasoned because it's yeast everywhere, man. But that's what you gotta get used to for the Feast of Unleavened Breads, man. Cause you gotta get that shit out your house, man. So you gotta get used to sometimes the shit being flavorless. the shit tasting like an Edomite prepared it, you know?
Con.
You know?
Yeah. Con.
Right, which really, hey man, Jake ain't gotta put nature's seasoning on everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mom, she used to make the taco joints
Sazon.
and put the. I'm like, I used to tell her, Mom, you don't know how to put salt in the tacos and the taco seasonings. Already salt in the taco seasoning, man. You know. And I just go to show you, man, like Jake just be eating for pleasure, man, and that ain't really a good thing. Now, is food pleasurable and good to eat? Hell yeah. Tasty, yeah. You know, but ultimately, man, our bodies are machines. You know, we are. You gotta put the right fuel in. Did you want some more of that second address?
That was the point.
I got that Job.
Con, you got it.
Job 8 and 8. I'm gonna start reading the A and P. It says, "Inquire, please, of past generations, and consider and apply yourselves to the things searched out by their fathers."
Right, you see? So that's why we gotta get back into that ancient spirit, that ruling class mentality, that prophet class mentality, all that. You know what I'm saying? We can't be thinking like Esau, and Esau wants us to be all effeminate and just dumb and just looking at a fucking screen, man. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta learn all these aspects of being a man, you know? But you got something?
Romans 15.
Oh yeah, come
The
on.
things written aforetime were written for our learning.
Yep.
And we have to take these things and apply them.
Come. Yep.
And that's pretty much the point in that Job.
Come. So
I got the Maccabees.
Oh, you got it.
This is second Maccabees chapter 5 verse 27. But Judas Maccabeus with 9 others of thereabout withdrew himself into the wilderness and lived in the mountains after the manner of beasts.
So this is after they got because they read up a little bit. You know, I forgot what king, but they was persecuting them, and what they fled to the wilderness, right? And go ahead.
With this company who fed on herbs continually, lest they should be partakers of the pollution.
See? So it's gonna be the same fucking situation this time. We gotta separate, because what the word holy mean? Holy means to make separate. The Lord gonna have to separate us from society, and we're gonna have to be just like the book of Maccabees, eat fucking herbs, just so we won't be polluted with these damn heathen. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing to the best of our ability, and of course the Lord, it's not gonna be all just we gonna eat fucking bitter herbs all the time. There's gonna be times the Lord gonna be feeding us, and we're gonna be running into underground bunkers, and who knows how the Lord gonna do it. But we still gotta go through that. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing. You see?
Can you pull up that Maccabees again?
Second Maccabees 5 and 27.
Alright. So, and one more example in the scriptures. Can we get 2 King 4 and 38? Now this is where somebody messed up and put poison. That's why we gotta learn too. We gotta learn the things that we can eat in nature and things that we can't eat. Because some plants look similar, so you might eat it and think, or some plants might be fucking poison ivy. You know what I mean? So you can't just eat everything. So that's why we gotta really learn these things. The good, even with the scriptures. When you think of the scriptures, you gotta learn the right hand and the left hand side of the Lord. So even with the plants, you gotta learn the good plants and the bad plants.
You said 2 Kings 4 and 38.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. 2 Kings 4, 38 says, "And Elisha came again to Gilgal, and there was a dearth in the land. The sons of the prophets were sitting before him. He said unto his servant, Sit on the great pot, and seethe pottage for the sons of the prophets. And went out into the field to gather herbs, and found a wild vine, and gathered thereof wild gourds his lap full, and came and shred them into the pottage, for they knew them not. So they poured out for the men to eat. And it came to pass, as they were eating of the pottage, that they cried out and said, O thou man of the Most High, there is death in the pot, and they could not eat thereof."
Right, see? So that's why you gotta learn these things. Like, it might be a scenario where, we might be out with us, the prophets, and, your children, whatever. You might tell us, you gotta teach your children that too. Like, go make some food real quick. Just like Elisha did. Go making some food for the prophets. And he might go out and he might pick something that might be bad. You know what I mean? That's why you gotta know what it looks like, all these different things. because some plants can probably give you diarrhea. Some plants can break your skin out. Probably some plants can kill you. You know, but that was it, right? You're not Kings. Matter of fact, yeah, keep going.
Yeah. Verse 41, but he said, then bring meal, and he cast it into the pot and said, pour out for the people that they may eat, and there was no harm in the pot.
Right, so so now the Lord worked a miracle, even though it's poisonous, even though what that scripture says, can somebody find that? Even though you eat poison, you shall live. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes some accidents might happen, you know, and the Lord might deal, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's like in Mark or something like that, or something in the Gospels.
Well, why you think we're still alive here now? It's poison's in the fucking air. It's poisoning your food. We're inhaling barium oxide, metal contaminants from Esau spraying the air. So the Lord is always showing miracles, man. Every time we wake up, like bro said, eat a bowl of Fruity Pebbles and shit, man. That got all types of metals and shit in it, man. So it's a miracle just that we're still here.
Mark,
You got it.
Mark 16, I think 18. It says they shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover.
Right. Yeah, you know, even he said take up serpents. Remember what was that? Paul, he was eating, and then fucking serpent came and bit him. Everybody's freaking out and shit, and he just looked at a motherfucker and just shook it off. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't affect him. So most definitely the Lord gonna do miracles and signs and wonders. But still though, you still gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? But let's see from there. Lord willing, anybody got anything else with herbs?
I'm good.
Cause now, Lord willing, we can go. Oh, you got it.
I wanted to bring this out real quick. Wisdom of Solomon 8. We'll start at 8. Yeah. It says if a man desire much experience, she know of things of old. Right, she know of things of old, man. This wisdom, man, is ancient, you know? So we are to covet it, search it out, be diligent, you know, be in bondage to it, you know? It says, in conjectureth aright what is to come, she knoweth the subtiles of speeches and can expound dark sentences. She foreseeth signs and wonders and the events of seasons and times. Therefore, I purpose to take her to me to live with me, knowing that she would be a counselor of good things.
Right, just like a woman, you really love a woman, like damn, I want to live with this woman. I want this woman to be my wife. That's how you should look at wisdom. And you want to, you know, Jake make fucking songs. I want to wake up and look at man, all that corny shit. You should feel that towards your wisdom, Sophia. You know what I'm saying? You should want. What the scripture says, wisdom's gonna meet you in every thought. You know what I mean? Of course, we can't really think about the scripture 24/7, but still, wisdom's still gonna guide you. Even if you're doing something secular, if you watching TV and it got nothing to do with the scripture's still in your mind. You know what I'm saying? But you got it.
It says, therefore, I purpose to take her to me to live with me, knowing that she would be a counselor of good things. See? So you're applying this wisdom, you know, you're ultimately going to reap good things, man. You know? It says, and a comfort in cares and in grief. Let me see. I'm going to jump to 17. It says, now when I considered these things in myself, I pondered them in my heart, how that to be allied unto wisdom is immortality. Right, man? To be allied with wisdom is life. You know? And I said,
Yeah, I don't know. Are you recording too? You recording?
No.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to cut off on this.
Come on,
I got another 5 minutes on it.
5 minutes.
No, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I just don't want to cut off. But we should be good though.
All right, so now let's Lord willing go into how the Lord gonna feed us and give different examples in the scriptures. So first, did somebody get Jeremiah 12:4? He's speaking about herbs, but hey, that scripture says herbs gonna wither up too. You know what I'm saying?
It's Jeremiah chapter 12. Mark it down. Jeremiah 12 verse 4. How long shall the land? Hey, that's why we gotta get them herbs, man. How long shall the land mourn, and the herbs of every field wither? For the wickedness of them that dwell therein, the beasts are consumed, and the birds, because they said, he shall not see our last end.
Right, and so you're gonna see that a lot of death and destruction, even death to a lot of nature. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna happen in this place. Different waters are gonna be drying up and shit.
Forest fires.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking about that. You got forest fires, shit's gonna be drying up. Mm-hmm. It's gonna get real chaotic out there, man. There's gonna be a lot of niggas in the woods and shit trying to fend for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So yo.
Man, it's gonna be very dark, man. Very, very dark time. So that's why we gotta depend on the Lord. So now we're gonna get a few different examples where the Lord fed his men. Alright, so can one person get 1 Kings 17, 1, and you can read all the way down to 16? And then can somebody get Bella the Dragon, 1 and verse 32?
I got 1 Kings chapter 17, verse 1. And Elijah, the Tishbite, who was the inhabitants of Gilead, said unto Ahab, as the Lord, the Most High of Israel, liveth, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word. And the word of the Lord came.
Hey, and real quick, that's what we're doing. We prophesying, look, death and destruction, famine, all this happening, that's coming. But hey, just like Elijah did, but he was in the famine, just like us. We prophesying things coming, we're gonna be in the famine too. You see? But you got it.
Verse 2, and the word of the Lord came to him, saying, get thee hence and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook Cherith that is before Jordan, and it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed thee.
Right, real quick. So the Lord, he commanded Elijah to go separate himself and go hide by a brook. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord gonna be guiding us. Okay, go over here, go over here. Matter of fact, I remember I had a dream, and this was the spirit too. I had a dream years ago. We was like in this, I could tell the shit already hit the fan. We be in the wilderness and shit. And I remember I was in the front, and we was like, it was a line of fucking people. The only person I could recognize was my grandma. I don't know why, she in my dream a lot. But there was a line of people behind me, and we was like in the trail and shit, and we was like trying to figure out where to go. And I forgot how I went, but I think the spirit was pretty much like, go this way or something like that. But that just shows you the Lord gonna guide you to safe places, you see what I'm saying? But you got it.
Verse 5, so he went and did according to the word of the Lord, for he went and dwelt by the brook Cherith that is before Jordan, and the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. And it came to pass after a while that
so that shows you a miracle right there. The Lord had used birds to feed Elijah, but you got it.
It says, and it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up, because there had been no rain in the land. And the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, arise, get there to Zarephath, which belongeth to Zidon, and dwell there. Behold, I have commanded a widow woman there to sustain thee.
Right, and I remember I brought this point up a couple of times. I remember I had a dream, where the shit hit the fan. It was me and this one brother, and we just knocked on this woman's door, and she was like, she opened the door and was like, yeah, I can hide in the basement. You know what I mean? So there's gonna be times like that too. We're gonna be traveling, and some people gonna be like, oh, y'all can hide here, or here's some food, and the Lord gonna bless them, just like He's about to bless this woman. But you got it.
That's why having a good reputation, man, is key.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we deal with shit in this truth. We gotta cut people off, forsake people, etc. To a degree, but everybody don't gotta know what you into, And so I say that to say a good name, a good report with people, man, take you a long way. Like say, if it be possible, live peaceably with all men, because you never know, man. Who may. It's a lot of nations out there who say fuck Esau too. But you know, they don't know, you know, or believe what we believe. But in a time of trouble, the Lord could use them to help us out.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Verse 10. So he arose and went to Zarephath, and when he came to the gate of the city, behold, the widow woman was there gathering of sticks, and he called to her and said, Fetch me, I pray thee, a little water in a vessel, that I may drink. And as she was going to fetch it, he called to her and said, Bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread and in thy hand. And she said, As the Lord thy God liveth, I have not a cake, but an handful of meal in a barrel. Man, I got a point. And I am gathering 2 sticks. Also, but a handful of meal in a barrel and a little oil in a cruse. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks that I may go in and dress it for me and my son, that we may eat it and die. Mm-hmm. And Elijah said unto her, Fear not, go and do as thou hast said, but make me thereof a little cake first, and bring it unto me, and after make for thee and for thy son. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thy power of Israel, the barrel of meal shall not waste, neither shall the cruse of oil fail, until the day that the Lord sendeth rain upon the earth. Right?
You see, what's that scripture says? You help a prophet out, you get a prophet reward. You know, you give a prophet something to drink. You know, it's like you give me half shots something to drink. So the Lord gonna, you know, and that's part of our blessing too. The Lord's gonna bless those that bless you. So somebody help us out, especially if it's food and water, especially in the time of famine. The Lord's gonna bless that person. You know, not every single righteous person is a prophet. You know, you got helps and so on and so forth. You know,
It's part of the whole body.
and even the Lord could just use 2/3 to do that. I remember we was at camp one time, and this dude, that little Christian nigga that we used to we just shoot him away last time, but the other time when the ex-head was here, I remember people was trying to come up against us and shit, and he got mad as fuck. He's like, man, leave these people alone. He almost put hands on that nigga, man. You know? And the Lord would do that just to protect us. You see? But you got it.
Yeah, throw like a 2/3 sacrifice out there, man, just to protect the prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai, which is, you know, it could be an honorable thing. And she went, verse 15, and she went and did according to the saying of Elijah, and she and he and her house did eat many days, and the barrel of meal wasted not. Neither did I'm starting to get back to the stories. I remember the story now. Yep. And it came to pass that after these, verse 16, and the barrel of meal wasted not, neither did the cruse of oil fail, according to the word of the Lord Yahweh, which he spake of Elijah.
Right, we stop there. Yeah, so that just shows you, man, it was already a famine, and this woman, she blessed it. She blessed the prophet, and in return, the Lord blessed her. The food and the oil didn't even end. You know what I'm saying? And then you know, then her son died, and then Elijah rose him from the dead. So the Lord blessed her even more. You know what I'm saying? So those situations are gonna happen again too, Lord willing. You know, I think it happened to Elisha too, where he was traveling, and then one woman said, "You can come and sleep in the little extra home." 'Cause that's our culture. If a wayfaring man from a different country or city come and travels, you're supposed to take him in and let him sleep. You can sleep here for the night. You know, like a hotel pretty much, but for free. You know, but somebody got that Bell of Dragon.
Where'd you want to start again?
32.
So, Bell and the Dragon, starting verse 32, says, And in the den there were 7 lions, and they had given them every day 2 carcasses of 2 sheep.
Speak up a little bit.
As a matter of fact, can you start at 30?
Bell and the Dragon 1 verse 30 says, Now when the king saw that they pressed him sore, being constrained, he delivered Daniel unto them, who cast him into the lion's den, where he was 6 days. And in the den there were 7 lions. They had given them every day 2 carcasses, 2 sheep, which then were not given to them, to the intent they might devour Daniel. Now there was in Jewry a prophet called Habakkuk, who had made pottage and made broken bread in a bowl, and was going into the field to bring it to the reapers. And the angel of the Lord said unto Habakkuk, Go, carry the dinner that thou hast into Babylon unto Daniel, who is in the lion's den. And Habakkuk said, Lord, I never saw Babylon, neither do I know where the den is.
Right.
Then the angel of the Lord took him by the crown and bare him by the hair of his head, and through the vehemency of his spirit set him in Babylon over the den.
Right, I remember a brother brought that out too. When you go into that word vehemency, it pretty much goes into vehicle. So the angel pretty much put him in the chariot and then like took him there.
He guided him.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you got it. In an instant. You know what I'm saying? Because he about to say it. Go ahead.
And Habakkuk cried, saying, O Daniel, take the dinner which the Most High have sent thee.
Right, and you gotta understand, bro, like he probably was like tweaking, like, oh shit, now I'm here, like damn near pretty much teleported. Like what the fuck? Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, take this, man. God, you know what I mean? But the Lord showed that he fed Daniel in that lion's den. It might be times where brothers might be in prison. Because the scripture said there's persecution coming. And you can't depend on herbs and shit like that. You can fucking in cell. Esau, you know what I'm saying? Esau might try to starve you out just to get you to denounce your house, shy. You starving and shit, probably day 2.
Yeah, he's gonna try to do it to get you in the green zone, man.
Mm-hmm.
Get you in the clear.
Yep.
You know?
Come. And then shit, the Lord might just pick a brother up from fucking Texas and put him over here and get some food right there. And then teleport him back.
Brother had a dream, I forget which brother, but he had a dream like it was one brother who had access to food and he had a van. And he was like pretty much dropping off care packages
Oh
and
shit.
Yeah.
Man,
I
God.
forget which I think it was an elder bro, I'm not for sure, but it was a while back. But you gonna have them situations where it might be a brother who scot free, he got the hookup, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And he able to bring Jake food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got it.
Like, verse 38, and Daniel said, Thou hast remembered me, O God, neither hast thou forsaken them that seek thee and love thee. So Daniel rose and did eat, and the angel of the Lord set Habakkuk in his own place again immediately.
Immediately, bro. Fucking teleport, bro. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? That's spiritual power right there, man. That's crazy. You know, Lord willing, hey, the Lord gonna do, and what the scripture said, we don't gotta get it, but it's at Sirach 36, he says, show new signs and new wonders. So the Lord gonna do more things that's gonna, what they call it, shadow that. It's gonna be way greater things the Lord gonna do. Who knows? The Lord might, oh shit, Yahushua, he made a fucking tree grow up just like that. It might be a tree, you might put a plant in that motherfucker, and then the Lord pray to the Lord, and the tree might just grow up just like that, and then you have food right there, you know. And many other different examples. You might, like we say, you might run into a abandoned house or something. There might be food in there, you know. But either way, the Lord gonna feed His man one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? But so now, little one, I got just 3 more examples. Can somebody get Tobit 6:1? This is an example, because what that scripture says, be afraid to entertain strangers, because they might be angels.
Yeah, entertaining and
Yep. So it might be a time where an angel might appear as a man and come to you like, hey, you know, hey, come over here, let's go over here, and he might guide you to somewhere and give you the breakdown on food and or whatever the case is, you know.
And this is why, like the bro just said, Todd said, this is why you gotta, what the scripture said, you gotta, you know, you gotta be cool with everybody, man. You gotta be circumspect, because you might shoot off an angel and like, I was just giving you the BD for food pantry or some shit.
Yeah.
So you got, that's why the apostles tell us to have patience and be circumspect, you know, because you might have a Jake that come in the form of an angel and give you the BD, but he looks like a 2/3 little bugged out Jake, you know.
Right.
So you got to be very circumspect. I got that Tobit 6:1.
Come.
And as they went on their journey, they came in the evening to the river Tigris, and they lodged there. And when the young man went down to wash himself, a fish. And
real quick, this is Tobias, Tobit's son. He's going with the angel Raphael, but at the time he didn't know it was an angel.
Right.
You know?
Raphael means healing. Rapaya Allah.
It says, man went down to wash himself, a fish leaped out of the river and would have devoured him. Then the angel said unto him, take the fish, and the young man laid hold of the fish and drew it to the land, to whom the angel said, open the fish and take the heart and the liver and the gall and put them up safely. So the young man did as the angel commanded him, and when they had roasted the fish, they did eat. Then they both went on their way till they drew near to Ecbatane. Then the young man said to the angel, Brother Azarias, to what use of the heart and the liver and the gall of the fish? And he said unto him, touching the heart and the liver and touching the heart and the liver of a devil on evil spirit trouble any, we must make a smoke thereof before the man or the woman, and the party shall be no more vexed.
So what's that? Because if you read the story, because Tobias' soon-to-be wife, she was about to get married. Oh yeah, the demon was in love with her, and every time she was about to get married, the demon would kill the husband.
Oh, the husband,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Yep.
that will shoo away the demon that smoke. And then he said, what? Do that and pray before the Most High. So yeah, the angel might give you that breakdown. Like, you might be a demon fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, do this. You know, and then go ahead.
Verse 8. As for the gold, it is good to anoint a man that hath whiteness in his eyes, and he shall be healed.
Right, and then because Tobit, his father, bird shit in his eyes, and now he was blinded. So now the angel did two things. Well, three things. One, they had food they could eat. They ate the fish. Then they used the gall to heal the father's eyes, and then the smoke of the what was it? The smoke of
the liver and the heart.
Khan to shoo away that demon. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord might do that. You see, or a brother might know that, because we all of us are really angels. You know what I'm saying? A brother might get that breakdown. Oh, okay, look, do this. You might be sick. Okay, you put this herb, mix this together, boom, boom, do that, and do this, and now you heal. You know what I'm saying? But Come. Yep, that's the point right there. And then Lord willing, I got two more, and then whatever brothers got, we can close out. Now this is Yahweh Shai. Now can somebody get John 6:3, and then after that, John 21. You start at 1. You know what I'm saying? This is examples where the Lord fed many with just few.
This is St. John chapter 6 verse 3. And Yahushua went up into a mountain, and there he sat with his disciples. And the Passover, feast of the Jews, was nigh. When Yahushua then lifted up his eyes and saw a great company come unto him, he saith unto Philip, Whence shall we buy bread that these may eat? And this he said to prove him, for he himself knew what he would do. Philip answered him, 200 pennyworth of bread is not sufficient for them, that every one of them may take a little.
Right, so he over there doing the calculations. The Lord scoffing, as the brothers say. Lord just testing him. What's up? You already know the answer. This brother over here, he's calculating, oh shit, we got this. And he thinking chronically. But you got it.
Yeah, he's counting beans and bullets. Verse 8.
But he forgot the Lord, bro, doing miracles. Like, he was the Lord, man. The Lord can do whatever. But anyways, you got it.
It says, one of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, saith unto him, There is a lad here which hath 5 barley loaves and 2 small fishes, but what are they among so many? And Yahushua said, Make the men sit down. Now there was much grass in the place, so the men sat down in a number about 5,000. And Yahushua took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed to the disciples, and the disciples to them that were set down, and likewise of the fishes as much as they would. When they were filled, he said unto his disciples, Gather up the fragments that remain, that nothing be lost. Therefore they gathered them together and filled 12 baskets with the fragments of 5 barley loaves, which remained over and above unto them that had eaten.
Right, so the Lord, he multiplied all the food, and then there was still food left over. There's 5,000 people, man. That's a lot of fucking people. You know what I'm saying? And then there's even more after that. And what the Yahweh said, he said, the things that I do, you shall be able to do greater, because I go into my Father. So yes, there's going to be times like that too. It might be a company of the prophets, the camp, and then you got the brothers' children and brothers' wives, 7 wives, it's going to be a lot. You know what I'm saying? Then you got brothers' family members, that maybe, or whatever, friends of the prophet, so on and so forth. We got to feed all of them.
Yeah, you got Jacob on the fish.
Yep.
And then the Lord deal through that man.
Yep. That's the spirit. That's gonna be the next example. That's the spirit. Let me see. that was the point now.
Yeah.
So now we can go into the fish story that John 21, and you start at 1.
So John 21, verse 1. After these things, Yahushua showed himself again to the disciples at the Sea of Tiberias, and on this wise showed he himself. There were together Simon Peter and Thomas called Didymus, and Nathanael of Cana in Galilee, and the sons of Zebedee, and 2 other of his disciples. Simon Peter said unto them, I go a fishing. They say unto him, we also go with thee. They went forth and entered into a ship immediately, and that night they caught nothing.
But that's why too. When something go wrong and shit, man, it's a lot of time. I mean, we human, so we gonna get mad and shit. But sometimes you just gotta understand. Sometimes the Lord is doing that. It's for a reason. They salty as hell. Pretty sure they was cussing and shit. I mean, God, they ain't catch shit. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord about to work a miracle. You know.
Scripture say be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because ultimately, it's Lord put you in a situation to magnify Himself.
Yeah.
You know,
Kind of can make it.
show forth His power.
Yeah.
Salak, you just made a great point. Hey, now I gotta quick a real quick point. Gorilla Hebrew, I'm watching his videos. He's proud as fuck, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's still talking himself in third person. Still got his face on the joint. Gorilla Hebrew responds to he's in Tulum, Mexico, chilling. Hey man, and he says Sirach, the 2nd chapter, like a brother just quoted. Hey, that man is not applying the scriptures, man, because he's still fucking proud, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's still exalting himself. Gorilla Hebrew, You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you want the position I got, you can have it, Cesare.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, who was you? It's like it, because you remember Jay was watching that
Yeah.
shit pissed me. Yeah. You know, you try to have sympathy on Jay, but the hell with dude, man.
Yeah, that dude gonna have to die for real, because he's just too proud. The Lord, what Scripture says, pride is hateful before God and men. That's an
But yeah, you
abomination.
try to use that Sirach too as if.
Yeah, that's his favorite. I love Sirach too, man. You know?
It's like it, because that's the thing. That nigga didn't humble down. The Lord gave him a chance. You humble, you embarrass you in front of everybody. And now you don't want to stay humble. You don't want to take that as a warning shot. The Lord gonna have to kill that nigga, man. I don't give a fuck. So like it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna disrespect the man, call him names, but all that. But it ain't no respect. The Lord gonna kill him, man, if you don't repent.
Mm-hmm.
That's man. It's like that just made me
Yeah.
mad. It's like
It pissed me
No,
off,
man.
Because he tried to. Since you want the spotlight that the Lord gave me, you can have it.
mm,
What, nigga?
man, disgusting, man. But you got it.
Hey, it's like it. That's why, man. That's why we gotta be grateful for us young men that we are under the banner of GMS, man.
Mm-hmm.
Which is ultimately the without the Holy Spirit sent from Yahushua dealing with our leaders and our elders, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So they not kicking this knowledge, pushing the herbs, health, you know?
Yeah, Coca-Cola and Taco
that,
Bell.
Yeah, that vibration. Then, you know, yeah, because you got Sakari pushing nigga shit.
Mm-hmm.
Jake was in the club with the Sakari gang joint with the bottle girls, man.
Oh, God.
Sakari gang. You fucking kidding me?
Oh Lord, crazy.
Also, all you gotta say is, "Oh Lord," you know.
Man.
And be grateful that you're not in that position, and be honestly grateful that you're not in that bugged out state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
And praise Yahweh Shem Al Shai.
Mm-hmm. Come. You got it.
John 21 verse 4 says, But when the morning was now come, Yahushua stood on the shore, but the disciples knew not that it was Yahushua.
Mm-hmm.
Then Yahushua says unto them,
Yeah, because this is after Yahushua already passed and rose, you know what I mean? But you got it.
it says, Then Yahushua said unto them, Children, have ye any meat? They answered him, No. And he said unto them, Cast the net on the right side of the ship, and ye shall find.
Mm-hmm.
They cast them forward, and now they were not able to draw it for the multitude of fishes.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, that disciple whom Yahushua loved saith unto Peter, It is the Lord. Now when Simon Peter heard that it was the Lord, he girt his fisher's coat unto him, for he was naked, and
Right.
then cast himself into the sea.
Right, real quick, he wasn't butt ass naked. Because you got people, dumbass people trying to, when he took off his garment, his outer garment to wash his disciples' feet, nigga, they had inner garments. They had
Right.
like, they didn't just wear fucking just one. They didn't wear a big ass shirt.
Yeah, look
That's
at
it.
Elon.
Yeah, you
He
know.
got
yeah.
a bigger outer garment. He got pants. Should
Mhm.
cover his fucking shit up, man.
Right, ham. They do the same shit. Like a lot of them bitches that be wearing dresses, they be having pants under there.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because they know when the wind blows,
Mhm.
that shit gonna be revealed. So people ain't stupid. Even in ancient world,
Yeah.
he wasn't butt ass naked. I just have to say that, 'cause you know, scoffers. You know.
Yeah, and that was a spirit. I remember that situation, bro. Jake was up 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning researching. Me and then the spirit, me and you did a video on it.
Fuck on.
Not even knowing, bro. We both was up 6, 7 in the morning researching that.
Damn.
Like, yeah, come, cause yeah, you got scoffers who OZ was, you know, yeah, I ain't even gonna utter the words.
Yeah, yeah.
But nigga, stop it, man. It's like, you know, niggas don't be.
Right.
They be on joke time.
God. Yeah. You got it.
Verse 8 says, and the other disciples came in a little ship, but they were not far from land, but as it were 200 cubits, dragging the net with the fishes. As soon then as they were come to land, they saw a fire of coals there, and fish laid thereon, and bread. Yahweh said unto them, bring of the fish which ye have caught, which ye have now caught. Simon Peter went up and drew the net to the land full of great fishes, 153. And for
Right,
all
you went to 0 to 153, man. To the man, the Lord, hey, he gonna show out for us, man. Lord willing, the scripture said, in famine we gonna be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, famine you shall laugh. You know, we gonna be laughing at this shit where everybody else is starving, ribs, the stomach touching their fucking back and shit.
The fat black nigga woman is suffering because she can't eat a Happy Meal.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Right, like the one sit you couldn't fit in the SUV.
Yeah. The Uber
Did Jake
joint.
see that video?
Yeah.
No.
The fat woman, she couldn't get in the Uber, so you kind of denied the fat bitch because she couldn't fit in the Uber.
Yeah, I see that.
she famous off that
So
shit.
she famous off that.
Yeah. Oh, that fat rapper, I forgot his name.
Yeah. Oh, the Jake,
On the couch.
he can't. The promethazine Jake.
Yeah.
I can't take the cup. I can't put the cup. The fat nigga, he's on the inhaler.
Bro.
I can't even down there.
But he's a very, you know what, man?
Dead once.
Yeah, he can rap. He's talented though. But he's all fat, not in shape, and sitting down on concerts in a fat chair and shit. Like, you know what I
I
mean?
seen a video, dude. He was rapping. He was about to literally
Pass out.
He was out of breath.
And he's off that pro meth too.
Yeah.
Right, that's why we pushing him. Because you got Jake who's swelled up. I'm still swelled up a little
Yeah.
bit, you know?
Yeah.
But Jake can move. Like me and Elder bro just did a little 2-mile run real quick. You know, some change. You know?
Yeah. Run up a hill and shit.
Jake, I'm good for 5 miles, 6 miles. You know what I'm saying?
Bet it.
Yeah, you know? Jake, we ain't just, you know, I mean, you got Jake who bigger, but Jake can move. Jake nimble. Jake ain't
Nimble.
Dave Blunt and what's David DeMoss.
Right.
That shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you got, like I said, you got Jake who one of the curses though. You know?
Yeah,
so
of
it's
course.
a balance, man. But
Mm-hmm.
hey, we pushing forth that effort, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You got it.
But yeah, just a quick reference point for the inner garment, it was called a tunic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you had the outer garment, I believe it was called a mantle or
Oh, mantle. Yeah, mantle was like a poncho.
and
Mantle.
then you
Yeah.
had
The outer
tunic
garment is a mantle.
was the inner garment,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Just a reference point.
It's like a poncho, a mantle. Yeah.
Right.
You got it.
Verse 11, it says, Simon Peter went up and drew the net to the land full of great fishes, 153. For all there were so many, yet was not the net broken.
Right, so that's another miracle. All that shit should have broke. The Lord had held it together so the brothers can carry it to the shore. You know what I mean? And deal. You see, but you got it.
Hey, real quick, man. You know, I got allergies, that's why Jake over here sniffling and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But Jake got the peppermint herbs to help clear that out. And it's starting to, soothe my, my allergies a little bit, Lord willing. You know? Hey, bro, you gotta get into these things, man. Look them up, search them out. You know?
Yeah. Even sometimes your family. You know, so I knew somebody. I had to go bring some chicken noodle soup and a little bit of little tea and shit. because they were sick a little bit, and I had to like, hey, take this, take that, and they said they feel better. They felt better.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you might have to do that. What the scripture says, visit the sick. Or a brother might be sick. Okay, I'm gonna go bring him something. Let me go visit him. Show my face to him. Give him some oil.
Oh man,
Make him feel better.
That's
You know
a
what I'm saying?
hell of a testimony.
Mm-hmm.
Quick. I ain't gonna make it too long. I remember Jake was going through his ailments. I mean, I had a week off or some shit, days off. When Jake have his days off, brothers know who I am. Brothers visited me, man. The whole camp visited me, man. That was Elder Big God, Elder P, Taz. What'd you call it? Yeah, all the brothers visited me because I was sick, man. And they brothers brought my spirit up. They cooked for me. They showed mad love. So those things are vital to the brotherhood, man. All right. So that's just a quick. I'm not gonna go too deep into it. It might be a little lesson, but like I said, that is extremely vital, man. Even seeing a brother smile, it brings up the spirits of another brother, man. All right.
Say exhort one another daily.
Damn, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Exhortation ain't
Come on,
just
man.
like cussing them out, forcing them to do push-ups. Nah, you gotta be there for brothers, support brothers, comfort brothers.
Yeah. If you gotta cuss Jake out, cuss his fucking ass up, man.
That too.
All right.
We all we got, man. These niggas don't love us.
You got it.
Verse 12 says, Haushai said unto them, Come and dine. And none of the disciples durst ask him, Why art thou? Who art thou? Knowing that it was the Lord. Yahushua then cometh and taketh bread and giveth them and fish likewise. This is now the third time that Yahushua showed himself to his disciples. After that, he was risen from the dead.
Right, we can stop there, and Lord willing. Yeah, man, that's pretty much the point, man. Lord willing, we gotta learn, like I said, we gotta learn these, we gotta learn the earth and to the best of our ability. But we also gotta lean on the Lord too, believe in prayer, believe the Lord gonna deliver us and feed us and our wives and our children. The ones that company that's gonna comfort us in this Jacob's trouble.
Isaiah 4:1.
Right, hell yeah. And Lord willing, maybe we get the fuck out of here soon. So Lord willing, hopefully that was edifying. We give all praises and glory to
Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash.
And Devon to the Apostle of Jim S. Ruel, and shalom to the faithful men. Always continue doing the work of the Lord. So, station.
Shalom.